What's up, guys? Kevin Cage back with another XRP update. If you want daily crypto news, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's dive right into this one. And as always, I will be sharing some very unpopular opinions at the end of this video. And we'll be doing a giveaway tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. First things first. So right now, I'm not trying to promote fear, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt in any way to the community. I just simply like to prepare for the worst case so that I'm always ready and I have a plan for the bullish and bearish scenario. And for me personally, that is my own personal decision and my own financial situation. So I encourage all of you, if you use this video, you do not have to copy me or believe anything I say. I do not have a crystal ball. What we can do is understand that we're all in different situations and we have to act in our best interest. So you have to find out what that is for you and act accordingly. So as I'm recording this video, guys, this is XRP is at 24 cents. This is when we had this run up again. We dipped down to about 17 cents this morning and we came up this afternoon at 24 cents. Now, many people are thinking that we're going to go back up to 60 cents, and I'm very open to being wrong, but I'm following data on 30-minute time frames, and I personally just think that, even if we go up to 26 cents and touch some of the MAs on the 1 hour time frame, that we still will slip down. Now, am I open and see different ways to invalidate it and it's starting to be bullish again? Yes, but I'm just letting you know this is my honest opinion that I think that we continue to slip down in the weeks ahead. All right, so we'll see what happens. I don't care about being right. I care about accumulating more XRP and being ready for this market to take off. I am not selling a single XRP of my long-term holdings. I've fought too long. I've research for several years. I'm not going anywhere. I found XRP at half a penny, so I'm not worried. We're not at all-time low prices or anything. We haven't invalidated trends. I'm excited, okay? So I just want to have as many exchanges ready, and even if there's some sketchy no-name exchanges, at least I'll be able to buy some XRP if we did see some crazy low prices that many people don't expect. First things first, we have Crypto Whale. He's a very generous guy, early investor in XRP and Bitcoin. I did see his $50,000 donation the other day on Twitter. Very generous. And we can see right here, Grayscale, breaking news. Grayscale has increased their XRP position by 8.5% after prices plunged to a 6-month low. This just happened. This is how the game is played, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, Neo says it best. Look at that, buying the dips. So what is the big money doing? And if you follow the money and you understand Grayscale like we talk about on this channel, Digital Currency Group is behind them with Barry Silberts, and Digital Currency Group is a partial owner in the company Ripple. This is just a game. It's scaring retailers out. If you capitulate and you sell your holdings, there is no judgment from me. There really isn't. For me, I know my decisions. I know what I'm willing to risk, and I'm going all in for this opportunity because I think it is a once in a multi-generational or, several generation opportunity. So that is my personal choice, and I've always said this, hero or zero. Now, that may not be the case, but that is the way I'm treating this, all right? Because I'm swinging the bat, and there's no right or wrong way. There's only your way. So please do not, feel like you have to FOMO or you have to buy the perfect low. Nobody, including myself, can buy the bottom perfectly or sell the top. That is just fake. That is magic. If it happens, it's going to be luck, all right? So right here, guys, yes to Raoul Pal, if you guys know him, big name for founder and CEO of course, Real Vision Finance or Real Vision Group. I'm sure you guys know of him on YouTube and Twitter. He has some great interviews with very high-level people. And this is what he says about XRP before we go on with additional news, and then we'll talk about some unpopular opinions. So right here, regarding, XRP getting delisted, etc. right here. All I know is that when no one wants something or it gets harder to own, it's time to do more homework on it. And that's exactly what we're doing. Instead of just watching the charts, guys, sharpen your sword, level up your knowledge, and understand what you're going to do in each scenario. There is a possible large skewed risk reward in market assumptions are even marginally wrong. Classic potential macro specialists, trade setup, not sure yet. Overall, guys, there is a very, very big difference in the ratio of people that are believing in XRP and are not, and I'm paying attention to this trend. I've seen too much. Now to show you some funny things. So right here we got Tori, great trader, and I'm sure you guys saw his $450,000 XRP that he just purchased. And so right here, do you honestly think, and he's trolling here, do you honestly think that they would allow Ripple executives and Brad Garlinghouse to attend meetings with the leaders of the world and do no due diligence whatsoever on the legitimacy of Ripple and XRP business model beforehand? Do you think they're invited at these round tables for, tea and biscuits? And again, this is an old picture. SMB is the Swiss National Bank. We've shown, Brad speaking here as well, and he's alongside the Director of Monetary Markets at the International Monetary Fund, the Chairman of SAMA, the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority. Okay, we also have Christine Lagarde, formerly the chief or the director of the IMF, and now she is the president of the central bank, or the European Central Bank, the ECB. We have this gentleman, chief exec, Hong Kong Monetary Authority. So they're going to let a CEO who's illegally selling XRP as a security stand up there. And also Brad Garlinghouse is now on the World Economic Forum's Future Global Cryptocurrency Council. So you guys, people will call you lucky, but I'm holding my XRP. I don't care if we go sub 10 cents. I'm holding it because I think we're going to get out of the storm, and I think there's a bigger narrative at play. And if you guys watch my videos, and I know Digital Asset Investor, many people have showed the clips of Tika Tawari talking about the 2 years of manipulation, and we've seen about 3 years of manipulation in crypto. Those were the highest levels of institutional accumulation. So most people are going to capitulate, but I am not, and that is just a personal choice. All right. So right here, Bank XRP, guys, Ripple is one of about 75 financial technology firms valued at over $1 billion. Notice, world's 500 plus unicorn companies. A unicorn company is a company with a $1 billion valuation. A decacorn is 10 billion plus. We know that Ripple was valued at 10 billion in 2018. So I'd imagine that they may be higher in the near future. So we can see dLocal, they're RippleNet. They already have connections right into China and South America as well. We understand Brazil is a key component of on-demand liquidity in the strategy for Ripple. We can go through this. Of course, we've shown this a few months ago when they had that other list, but it's very exciting and pretty interesting nonetheless. So we have AI, auto and transportation. Remember all the stuff I showed you in the videos on Mobi, the internet of autonomy, or not autonomy, I would say more so like transportation and vehicle, like autonomous travel. We've shown that. We've shown the caliber of projects alongside with Ripple in that as well on Mobi. So go look that up or just watch some videos that I've done on it. It's MOBI. All right, we got the fintech groups, and of course there are some RippleNet partners here. We can see, Revolut right there. Let's see, we've gone through this a lot as well. We've got Circle again. I think they're fine. I do not like Tether. I do not hold USDT Tether whatsoever unless it's very temporary. I prefer USDC, which is on Coinbase and many others. It's not as liquid, but it is fully compliant and regulated. Or I'm just holding US dollar, USD. All right. So nonetheless, guys, very big companies here. Look at this. TikTok, and I don't even know how to say this group, but I've seen it before, reached $140 billion valuation. Crazy. Now we're also going to have some more narratives at the end, but let's get back to the crypto stuff. So the SEC, in my opinion, and many others, I think that they're going to be coming after other altcoins in the near future. Do not get cocky. We just saw Tyrion, TNT, have a settlement with them as well, and TNT is no longer around. Now, something to note is, guess what? Many people don't know this. Digital Currency Group was a big investor early on in Tyrion, and I know that company extremely well. They've raised about $26 million in capital. They've been around since 2015. They've had about 5,700 nodes alone in 2017, and this is all off memory based off of the reading that I've done. Now, they disappeared entirely. So we have to be wary of this and do not get cocky, because this market will humble you, and that is my opinion on this matter. Now, I don't think XRP is going to disappear whatsoever. I think this is the greatest, most savage bull trap that has ever been pulled ever, and I think this is going to be a story that we're all going to tell over drinks in the future, post-moon. All right, right here, we have this Adam guy. So if you thought my scoop on Coinbase delisting suspending XRP trading was insightful, you're going to love the next scoop I'm working on this week. Looks like the SEC is far more active than we thought in sniffing around a number of projects and companies. My unpopular opinion is this, and I think many people agree, Mr. Level Up, Tory, Crypto Whale, HODL style or HODL style, many people. So what I'm saying, and I'm not going to be right, like 100% at all. I'm just kind of throwing a line, and this is what I'm seeing fundamentally speaking. I still think Bitcoin goes sub 10K one more time, and I think that it will pull the other alts down. Now, that is completely fine if you disagree, but I encourage you guys to keep watching this video and stay tuned for the weeks ahead, because there are some very interesting things I want to show you. All right? Right here, Bank XRP, Turkey's digital lira, that is the currency. Now remember, we also saw, was it utility scan or was it fiat leak? We saw Turkey's digital lira being one of the currencies kind of opening up and having some XRP transaction flow. So I pay attention to them. Notice, could join a select club of countries following China's digital yuan, Sweden's e-krona, the e-krona again, the digital currency, working with Accenture and R3. Accenture was an early investor in Ripple. All right, and then the Bahamas Sand Dollar and their CBDC. So we're paying attention to that. Remember, all these central bank digital currencies, there's two kinds. There's retail and wholesale. What did we read yesterday in yesterday's video? It's going to be wholesale initially. That is XRP's use case as well. We need last mile settlement and the domestic side to get improved, CBDCs. And also we need cross-border to get improved massively and no counterparty risk. Enter XRP. All right. And I don't care if you guys believe it or not, even getting 1% of this market will send XRP to the moon. And so this uncertainty to me is nothing but a rubber band pulling it back before launching. All right. You guys, we can see our 70-cent XRP again and our $2 plus XRP, even $10 plus after this cup is formed. And I don't think it's going to be easy for many people to endure because I think people are actually going to read the news, believe it, sell their XRP in a loss and walk away. But I'm not. And so you don't have to watch me every day. That's fine. But I'm going to be documenting this journey. And when we are done, nobody is allowed to call me or us lucky. All right. So I've already gone through this again. You get the gist. Just paying attention to all these central bank digital currency trials and pilots that are coming. So the real-time payment initiatives are on the way. Now, there was something I wanted to show you. I just retweeted it like earlier. It was basically just talking about 2020. So this really quick before I continue on. 2020, we have pandemics, plandemics. I can't even eat a sandwich in a restaurant. We have lockdowns. We have riots. There's, social justice and issues. And there's even storms and fires in Australia. The middle class is essentially destroyed. Now there's just an upper and a lower. Geopolitical tension. The BRICS nations straying away from SWIFT and the payment systems. You can talk about the huge fights between the banking families, which we're not really going to get into. The digital Cold War occurring with the BRICS nations and the United States, and digitization and RTP, real-time payment platforms being developed everywhere. The rise of crypto, seeing the biggest custodians, BlackRock, Fidelity, etc., getting involved in crypto assets and hiring people to value them, and liquidity or market makers are coming. You really don't see a future in crypto assets in XRP? Well, watch what happens, because this uncertainty is meant to fool the majority of people. The infrastructure is being built. We have regulations, we have FinCEN, we have fines, we have lawsuits with the SEC, even Tether. And Tether's lawsuit is $1.4 trillion versus XRP's tiny 1/1000th of a lawsuit of 1.3 billion. EOS had a lawsuit they settled. Whatever, you pay a couple $100 million, you get slapped on the wrist, so be it. If XRP's fine is bigger, I don't care. There's nothing that's going to come out of this that will permanently call XRP today a security, in my opinion. All right? And it's going to fool a lot of people. They're going to read the news at face value, and you're going to eat exactly what they feed you. Dow Jones at all-time high. Doesn't make sense whatsoever. We have gaps down that need to close lower as well. Bitcoin all-time high. Doesn't make sense. We have gaps as well that need to close. There's different parts of the fractals. An unpopular opinion, XRP did a move that is basically going to show or guide where XRP or some of the other alts and even Bitcoin will be doing. That is my thought on how I'm seeing this market. We'll see what happens, all right? And the new payment system's coming. So we will simply see. Now, where were we? We went through this, talked about Turkey. Okay, also this. So essentially, for this type of thought, I'm waiting for an excuse or reason to why Bitcoin pulls back. We had Mr. Level Up basically saying it's going to drop, blah, 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 going on and on and on. And then people call him lucky. And it's so funny because I've literally been on team viewer sessions, sharing computer screens with him for hours, going over charts, looking on 30-minute time frames to data exactly matching. And he doesn't show everybody. And they call him lucky. And I just scoff at that. I laugh my face off because I literally see all the work he does that he doesn't show people. So he has hours and hours of footage recorded and proof. I just don't, I guess it just triggers me when people get called lucky, but there's a lot of successful people that get called lucky too. All right, so there's going to be a million reasons why or potentially Bitcoin pulls back. Does it go to 50K first? I don't know. But right here, Tether lawsuit, which I just mentioned, in the trillions, the CME gaps in the 9,000, 6,000 range. Healthy correction, they could say, or a pullback before shooting higher. Carbon footprint, we know the World Economic Forum's push on this. The charts tell a story. The media builds stories around it every single time. We also have this that just came out. China's coal standoff causes power shortages. Chinese Bitcoin miners are heavily affected. So who knows? We have to pay attention on China that could potentially take over some of the miners there. I mean, even Steve Mnuchin, Treasury Secretary of the US, not some idiot like me, who was formerly head of IT at Goldman Sachs. He's in the know. If you do not think that he is very well versed and understands the world of finance and understands this is all just a game of control and the rich stay rich and they maintain power, I don't know what to tell you. He says that Bitcoin And he goes on to say, I won't buy Bitcoin. It won't even be a thing in 5 to 6 years or 10 years. So I'm listening to those people. I'm not sure. Maybe they know something. Maybe they're trying to, create FUD so I don't buy Bitcoin. You tell me. I'm open-minded, guys. All I'm saying is I'm not selling my XRP. I'm diversified. I own many alts, and I am not getting shaken out. Period. All right, so I encourage you guys to read all this. We're going to see plenty of narratives. I read all this and just keep up with it. There's so many things. At the end of the day, do not take news at face value. Don't even take my news at face value, and decide for yourselves. If you agree with me, that might get boring. All right? Right here. So we have our buddy, Steve Mnuchin. So Michael, Val5Links, always sharing great content. Thank you, sir. So FinCEN, and remember that fine they did for Ripple back in the day too, is proposing a series of disruptive chart or changes. One, it plans to require all businesses that offer crypto trading to file a report with Treasury whenever customers transact at a $10,000 threshold with any unhosted wallet. Regulations are coming. It is not just for XRP. If you are falling for that narrative, you're going to miss a lot. This is a sleight of hand trick. Look here as I do this. There's other things happening in this ecosystem. Pay attention and watch what is being built and worked on with Ethereum as well. I truly believe that there is something going on in a massive way, and I still believe that these open sourced blockchain networks and networks overall, DLT, will be utilized and integrated with the current financial system in the future. There is hundreds of billions of dollars moving around. There's something fishy going on. All right. And it only makes sense when everything's digitalized. Governments get more control, even if it's a centralized system, so they can stop money laundering. They can stop bad guys from even, moving money with, central bank digital currencies. Who knows what they can do? That's a little fearful speculating, but anything is possible. All right. So please, like Aristotle says, it takes a truly intelligent mind to fully entertain any idea without fully accepting it. All right. A lot of people can't do that. Some people can't even pretend to watch XRP go to zero. And when I'm on long drives, I actually watch sometimes Bitcoin maxis or Ethereum maxis talk about why XRP sucks and why it's going to zero and why it's a security. And I listen to all of their facts and statements, but I absolutely know exactly what they're missing. And it's very comical, but I do that as a mental exercise. And I don't think a lot of people do. All right, so I already read about this earlier with FinCEN. Right here, I bet the new leadership regarding the SEC and the administration, whatever drama occurs, will allow XRP to rocket up later in 2021. I am bullish on XRP after this nonsense is done. So right here, on a parallel note, this is from Ripple, we also look forward to working with all of the commissioners and the SEC's new leadership once appointed. Now remember, the new SEC chairman said he's crypto friendly, but then there's narratives that they're going to follow and respect the SEC's previous footsteps. So are they going to limit innovation? Or are they going to step the heck up? That is what I'm curious about. All the world is a stage. I encourage you guys to read this short statement. I did retweet it. You guys can just type it on Google though. Right here, guys. Charles Darwin wanted to share this before I continue on. It is not the strongest species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the most responsive to change. Are you going to adapt or are you going to die? Are you going to give up or move quickly and be versatile? I have on-ramps ready just in case. If XRP is ready to shoot up, good. I have my long-term holdings. I was able to buy some more this morning when it dipped, but yes, I am still preparing for the worst as a hedge. If you decide to go all in now, that is completely up to you. There's no right or wrong way. I just want to let you guys know that and reassure you that that there is no right way. There's no perfect way. I've made so many mistakes along the way. So many. There's nobody that has a perfect portfolio of perfect profits. Somebody's down here, somebody's up there, etc. But the idea is, in the long term, it won't matter one bit. All right? Right here, in other news, guys, XRP Crypto Wolf, a buddy of mine, the SEC is also going after not only Ripple, but now China is going after Ant Group, and obviously one of the highest valued IPOs to date. Obviously, you saw that valuation. We can see the whole world is a stage. Don't let them shake you out. He is not holding, he has hands of steel. I'm not giving up either. I didn't research for several years to be shooken out, or, I can't even shook out from seeing a little piece of news that we already predicted. Like we already said, before XRP comes, there's going to be a bunch of FUD and it's going to be related to a security. We said that. Everybody said that. Every channel said that. It's just a fact. And now it's happening and everybody's scared. And so I'm going to keep making these videos, and eventually it's going to be so nice to be out of this little price, or this little price manipulation, and we're good to go. China orders Alibaba founder Jack Ma to break up the fintech empire. Now, I was reading through this article. He's essentially now, I believe, the second wealthiest person in China after, right here. I was going to say Pony. What's his name? Pony Ma. So anyways, with an estimated $49 billion. You have to pay attention to them. I'm paying attention to Stripe and the evaluation and all these payments. Of course, Ant is another group, even, Tencent. We have to watch what's happening because there's so many things. This is literally a multi-dimensional just battle. Everything's trying to find order, blah, 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 blah. It's crazy. All right. So let me show you a few things really quick. Currently, XRP is at 24 cents. This is just on Kraken, just watching the price here. And what I want to show you is this. So Mr. Level Up posted this channel. And now this is an ascending channel. Believe it or not, we can actually draw a descending channel and show additional support for lower targets as well. So just kind of gauging that. And I just posted this. And what I wanted to show him, let me pop this up. So this is XRP on the left, and this is another asset I'm matching it towards. Now, these are both different time frames, and I have EMAs. Now, I'm watching the 9-day and the 21-day EMA. Now, this was before it popped up to like 24, 25 cents. It can absolutely do this. It can either, whether it's drawn here over here, and this is just a way, in my opinion, to potentially suck in more passengers. I do not think we're out of the woodworks yet. I see people on Twitter, screaming 60 cent XRP. I would love nothing more than that, to go from 20 cents to 60 cents and 3x my money. That would be amazing. I would love nothing more than that, guys. But what I'm saying is, this is just designed to sucker people in. We still have maybe 1 or 2 more drops on the way. So for me, I've been buying XRP for several years. I'm planning just to keep it on the side, and if we go lower, I'm going to buy it. If not, I'm going to let it ride, and maybe I'll buy some other alts. But right now, I'm just sitting on the sidelines because I do not feel 100% comfortable. And my long-term XRP is sitting in cold storage. It's locked up. I do not touch that. I'm not risking giving that up and not being able to buy back. So these exchanges halting. The biggest liquidity providers, we have Jump, Jump Trade or whatever, and additional ones, including, Galaxy Digital or whatever they're called with Novogratz. It just has me very nervous. So now I just want to make sure that I'm able to buy these lower prices. Under 20 cents, amazing. 20 cents, amazing. Under 30 cents, literally, like next year we're going to laugh about this. That is still an amazing buy. But all I'm saying is this. I personally, even as I answered Cyflux, he's excited because he knows it's an opportunity. He's made some great videos in the past about motivation for XRP, just not giving up, and he's done his research. And I personally do, and I'm completely open to being wrong. There's many people that disagree, but I was like, yeah, that right up to 25 cents again was nothing but a sucker's rally, in my opinion. The algorithm just wants to get more people, and then boom. And I saw people retweeting, XRP got a pump again from 17 cents to 25 cents because of that one article that came out, and I'm just not quite convinced. We're building narratives around that, and that's just the way I see it. I'm sure I'm going to get a bunch of nasty comments on this video as always. And remember, you don't have to watch me, but I'm putting my opinions out. And honestly, I encourage you guys to put yours out too, as long as you're not completely, attacking one another. But I think it's just helping us, and we're trying to stay on top of it. So we'll see if, the bottom is in for now. Not really sure exactly where we're at. I'll have to go check in on the time frame because it's been a couple hours now, but I will check back. But essentially, I still think that we could have a few more drops. The year's not over yet. January trading is still halted. Liquidity providers are slowly stopping. So where there's no liquidity, there's not as much, water or money that can flow into that asset, which prevents it from getting high. Now, I understand with less liquidity, it takes less money to move it up, but in terms of sustainability of higher prices, it just has me a little bit on the fence. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope we rock it and go to 60 cents and we're done with this. But I still see 1 or 2 more drops on the, in the coming weeks. And then we are officially out of it and we can finally get moving, go over 70 cents, go over $2. And I just want 2021 to be a good year because I am so exhausted of watching the data. And people will tell me, and I was telling my guys on Patreon and the Telegram, just chatting with them, I was like, I don't get it, because I'll give them data and I don't even show everybody like how many hours goes into it, because I do videos on news. I'm not going over charts on YouTube. And they, tell me, oh, it's going to go up to here because it's my gut feeling. I don't use gut feelings with, thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I have to have data. I have to have data of many, many looks. And this is just one tiny look. There's probably 30 other things I could show you that are just like this and literally following to a T. And this is all crunched up. I can spread this out and go to like a 5-minute time frame and literally show you. And probably, I could probably guess moves within, 4-hour ranges depending on the asset. And I'm just not quite convinced. We had a gap at 1776 from July 4th, Independence Day, just as silver and gold were also at 1776. Obviously different decimal points per ounce, etc. But these are things I pay attention to. And now we have Crypto Whale also sharing some very interesting information. Like, big names are buying it. Why? I'm sure, and maybe this is my tinfoil hat, I think they have better information than us. I think they have much more inside information than us. So what are they doing? And that is what I'm trying to do. Now, you can follow the money, but I'm trying to beat the money. At least I'm trying to beat the majority of retail money, because the institutional guys, I think, I'm well behind them, but I think there's going to be a real capital that flows into crypto when the regulations, clarity, and rules of the road are here. So that's just the way I see things, guys. I am totally okay if people disagree. I just, I think, yeah, like, see, this is one of my buddies, good guy too, and I like it because he's polite about it, but he disagrees. He thinks the bottom is in, and tons of believers lost hope, and that makes sense. But I'm just looking at the charts. But he probably does see something on the charts that could validate it going up. So I respect that opinion, but just know I personally have data that I'm not convinced are out of the woodworks yet. All right, or woods, whatever the phrase is. So just sharing that, we will simply see we're at 23 cents at time of recording. We'll see where we are at tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Appreciate all that hit the like button. Stay positive during this time. It's not easy for me either. I'm literally having family and friends hitting me up all the time, and I'm trying to be their consultant. So nonetheless, we're going to get through this storm as always, and I will see you in the next video.